Okay, so in this next video I'm going to show you what's in the dietary folder. I'm going to open up the dietary folder. Within the dietary folder there is one file. It's called the Dietary Inspection Report. I'm going to open that up, and it's the same thing as the other workbooks. The white tab is the Instructions tab. The yellow tab is a graph. The green tab is an inspection summary, and then we have one tab for every month. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then the black tab is for the administrative tab, and that doesn't get touched unless it's the end of the year. There are instructions there for what to do. So one thing that I didn't explain, of course, is that after you fill in the data, you input the information, you close this out by coming over here, closing it out, and clicking Save if you want to save it, or Cancel if you don't want to save it. The other thing that I didn't explain with all these workbooks is that changing the year here on the Summaries tab, changing the year here changes the year throughout all of the workbooks. So I'm going to input 2013, come up here, and you'll see that it says now 2013. If I change that to 2012, we come over here and it says 2012. So the way to change the year in all of the other tabs is by changing the year in the first green tab, which will always be a summary tab. Okay, so here in the summary tab, you see that it's got questions with the F tag, along with the points possible, and then we have each month and how the facility performed in these different categories. We have the initial tour right up here. We have storage temperatures, food storage, food preparation and service, dinnerware sanitization and storage, equipment safe and clean, refuse and pest control, and then an overall score. For the time being, 107 points possible. With the percentage, some questions are worth more than others, or some categories are worth more than others. So now I'm going to just take you through the report real quick. The idea here is that either the resources or the administrators perform the test once a month, which is why there's a tab for every single month. We've gone through the questions and we've made sure that putting a 1 or a 2 or a 3, depending on the question, is a good thing. So the questions are worded such that they're either negative or positive based on the nature of the question. So the first question here is, potentially hazardous foods such as beef, chicken, pork, etc. are not thawing at room temperature. So if the facility is doing that, then they get a 1. And that automatically adds up down here. We see that the condition is not yet met. They need to receive a 1, a 2, and a 1 before the condition is met. Once the condition is met, this is no longer yellow. There's space here for notes, whatever notes you may want to add. This is the initial tour of the kitchen. So here it says initial tour, and these are the issues that deal with F-tag 371. There's also F-tag 441, and there's F-tag 371, and that's all part of the initial tour. As we move down, we have storage temperatures, and that's part of F-tag 371. Then we have part of the inspection that deals with food storage. That's also F-tag 371. If we continue to scroll down, this is a big section, which is the food preparation section, and this deals, the tags covered in this section are F-tags 371, 364, and 441. And here are the questions that relate to those tags. So F441, do facility staff practice proper infection control procedures? Once you input the numbers up here, if the condition is met, this will no longer be yellow and it'll tally the score up here. If the condition is not met, this will continue to be yellow. It'll also tally the score, but this will not be met according to what's input into the boxes up here. Dinnerware sanitization and storage, that's F-tag 371. Equipment safe and clean, F-tags 371 and 456. And then refuse and pest control, F-tags 372 and 469. All of the information is transferred over to this tab here, the summary. Both this summary sheet and the whole report can be printed off. And of course, the way you do that is by clicking on File and clicking on Print. And you can print whatever you'd like. You can just click OK and it'll print the whole workbook. I set it up so that it can print the whole workbook without having to do, or the whole worksheet without having to do anything else. If you want to select specific parts of the report, inspection report to print, you can also do that. So once you've filled it out, if you want to fill it out here online, you can fill it out and then click print. If you want to use this as a worksheet before you actually do the inspection, or as you do the inspection, you can do that as well. Once you've filled in the information, you can click out. Do we want to save it? No, we don't want to save it at this point, and we're done. And that's the end of this video.